Yep. Hello, Chelsea fans. I don't expect you guys to be coming into this video with open hearts and being joyful because we were just awful today and we just gave away an FA Cup final trophy. So that was just, I don't even know what to say, because after that performance, I was just completely down. And if you guys tuned into the CFC chats watch along stream that they were hosting throughout the game, which I eventually joined after the game, and once I was done with my watch along, we tried our best to cope with the situation, tried our best to find some positives and negatives to the game. But overall, that is just a terrible feeling for Chelsea fans all around. And myself, who I thought that coming into this game, it's pretty funny because coming into this game, I thought we were gonna win. I had 100% confidence that we were gonna win, and that just kind of shows how much our perspective as Chelsea fans have changed throughout the course of the season. That once we lost to Leicester, funny enough, in February, we were just all down. We were all feeling down from there. We had no hope for the rest of the season. We were just completely down, and then magic started to happen at the club. We were finding form with with the players, and then the manager that we had. We were finding form, and but then it just turned to the worst for today. Not to say that we weren't good in trying to get to the FA Cup final, but then when it matters the most, we just completely lost sight of what we were trying to do, and we lost sight of everything. We did not perform like how we did against Real Madrid today, who I thought which I thought was probably our best performance. I thought we would have another spectacular performance today, but it was just lackluster for most of it. Many chances were created, but we just couldn't finish them. We did not have the ability to finish them. And then in the second half, when we were desperate to try to get up forward and try to score a goal in any fashion we could, we would often just lose the ball carelessly. A lot of players made a lot of mistakes. No one was at the tippy top of their game. No one shone in that game. It was just completely awful from a Chelsea standpoint, knowing that the team that was out there for the FA Cup final wasn't the best possible team, because everyone did not show up. Every single player did not show up, and it's just so disheartening as a Chelsea fan to know that even after all the brilliant things that we've accomplished throughout the few months that we had under Tuchel, we made it to the Champions League final. We made it to FA Cup final. It was something to look forward to for us Chelsea fans in a season that we thought was barely nothing. And even though we should be grateful that we were even in an FA Cup final, it's still so disheartening that we just balled it at the end. And that's kind of the story of this game. We balled it. We had every expectation to win and to win this game. We were the favorites to win this game in this FA Cup final. We were the favorites, but this result just goes to show that even with this brilliant team, who we know can go toe to toe with some of the best teams in Europe, in England, there is still something that hinders us deep within the shadows. There is something that hinders us that even Tuchel or any of the players can control, and that is our weakness when it comes to how do I explain this? Even our weakness lies with our ability to actually be in the game, just mentally, because we know we have the creativity, but mentally sometimes these players just, whenever the mentality is not there that we can go out and win this, whenever we're missing like a certain feeling in the team, whenever we feel like we can't win this game, it just completely goes the other team's way. In the Leicester, in today's game, it just felt like we were never really confident that we could go out and win this game. It was always tight. It was always like we were messing up stuff together. We made Leicester City look big today, and honestly, if we were to give our usual performance, and we could have done a number on them today. But because of our poor mentality, probably because of the Arsenal game, let's not lie, everyone was just completely off. Everyone was just everyone just wasn't in the right headspace. I'm pretty sure that's the reason why. Now I think about it, the mentality and the morale was just probably low from the start in the beginning of the game. And even though the players did all they could to try to get back into this game, and that is something that I'm happy about, that we at least tried to get back into this game. We tried so hard, and then eventually we did get a goal at the end, but it was disallowed by VAR. And I have to say, VAR has not helped Chelsea ever since it started being implemented into the game. It has not helped Chelsea in any sort of fashion. We can go back to different moments across the last few years or so. The game against Manchester United, we should have scored twice, but VAR just completely neglected that out. Batshuayi got hit by Maguire, which should have been a red card. And now we have just completely lost the FA Cup final because the game, how the game is now, does not allow a margin for error. It's just strictly, if you are offsides, then there is no hope for you. You have to just go with it. And it is so upsetting as a Chelsea fan as well, or as a football fan, when you realize that your team has finally got back into this game, that there is still some hope that lingers for you guys. Just for it to suddenly be taken away. It didn't even cross my mind that he was offsides. I just saw that we scored. I was very ecstatic. I was very happy for the team. I was just very happy that despite a bad performance, my team would possibly get back into this game. But no, it just wasn't meant to be. And for everyone who thought that Chelsea were unstoppable, I thought Chelsea were unstoppable too. We've just been completely humbled by Leicester City, and I have to give them credit for putting a good performance. Many Chelsea fans, I think, would argue that Leicester weren't even that good. They barely took any of the chances, but I would say that the chances that they did have, they've completely taken it for themselves, and they deserve to win the FA Cup final because they were just better defensively overall. They close us off on every single opportunity, especially in that second half where we tried to make something work. We tried so hard, but there would always be a Leicester player on us and they'd mark us down so much. They wanted to win this trophy, and you could see after the game their reactions really show that they wanted this more than anything. And we were the team that we're just going into this like, oh, well, we still have a UCL final to attend. So even if we don't win this game, it's not going to be that much of an importance. But just losing in an FA Cup final, or just losing in any final for that matter, it's just such a low feeling to feel. And even now, I'm just completely lost for words. I thought Chelsea could go on and win today's game. I really did. I had full confidence that we would be able to win against Leicester. But Leicester have humbled us. Leicester have completely humbled us. They have done everything perfect in that game, if I have to say. From the luck, from the decisions, even if they score, even if the handball wasn't called on Leicester when they scored, when Tielemans scored that amazing wonder goal. That was an amazing goal, by the way. I still think that they would have won somehow. They would have prevailed somehow. And the Chelsea team that we saw today was just. I can't even say that it was just bad, because we did try. We did try to do it, but it was just not clinical at all. And it's sad to see that our best performances don't come out in the final. Like this looked like basically Arsenal Part 2, if I'm being completely honest. We, with a little bit of better chances, that's what it looked like. But we did not look like to the top of our game. And more than anything, that's what I'm disappointed about. I'm not even disappointed that we lost in the FA Cup final. I'm just disappointed that not everyone put it in 100%. We know that Chelsea was better than that, and that's why we were so mad, even I, that Chelsea were not performing to the tippy top of their best. And that goes with the lineup, because many people would argue that why would we put Kepa in? Why wouldn't we start Mendy for an FA Cup final? Why is Kovacic not involved in any of this? I thought he recovered, but that's just kind of how it is right now. For us, we prioritize rotation more than anything, and in a place where it mattered the most, when we needed to secure a final, it did not come out to plan. It was just disappointing for us, and that's just my take on everything. So we versed Leicester again on Tuesday. Yeah, we versed them Tuesday, and we have to win that game. All right. The priorities now for us are top 4 and the UCL final. That is our priorities right now. And the sad thing though is that we know we're not invincible against any team right now. We thought we were. I thought we were after we beat Real Madrid. This week has just completely humbled us and just shown us that there is a problem with our mindset and our ability to. There's just something wrong with our mentality. If we were not a team to lose. The only times we've actually lost were against West Brom, Arsenal, and Leicester. But when we do lose some sort of confidence, it all goes downhill. And this is probably the worst streak that we've been on under Tuchel. This is the worst streak. We've lost to Arsenal in the Premier League in a game that we should have won to secure our chances of top 4 to be in the Champions League next season. And then in a cup final where we were expected to win after our embarrassing defeat to Arsenal last season, it was just more of the same. We did not perform to the best of our abilities, and that's the moral of the story today. So thank you guys for tuning in to my review. I'm gonna do another watch along for the other Leicester game. It's sad to say though that we couldn't win this one. Probably the one that matters the most, or at least the one that many fans wanted to see us win. But we move and we go into the Premier League. There is still everything to win when it comes to the Premier League. We still need to secure top 4. And then in the other final that we have to, I'm just saying it right now, we have to win against Man City. There's just, not even me personally, we can lose and I'd still be upset. But after the roller coaster of a season that we had, it is still heartwarming to say, at least to me, that we've been in 2 finals, and especially in the Champions League final, which we haven't been in 9 years. It is a fantastic achievement, but many fans want to see a trophy. Many fans have been through too much, and today was just another example of what, the fans were craving for a win today. Many fans wanted to win, and many fans were upset that we didn't win. So it's just to the well-being of the fans, to the supporters, to the club, that we do win. We don't necessarily, if we don't win, our season isn't finished. We still accomplish so many things, but it is something that we need just for the club right now, and we need to secure top 4 as well. That is just as important to be in Champions League next season. So that is just my reaction, my take on everything. Thank you guys for tuning in, and yeah, Chelsea lose an FA Cup final. This is the first final of my channel, by the way. This was the first final that I did, and I wish we could have gone and won it. I would have been in such a good mood. It would have been such a good thing for the channel, just to celebrate, something to celebrate about. But hopefully we do that for the Champions League final. It is going to be one roller coaster from here on out until the end of the season. So thank you guys for joining me. I've been your local blue, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys. It's going to get better. Peace.